Jake, I'm a rising junior at East High School, and this is my self-balancing Segway robot. Since my last milestone, I have put everything onto the robot so that now it functions by itself. I added a string kind of as a leash in order to hold it up while it tries to balance, and everything's attached and works by itself without having any external parts. So this is my balancing code. This is written to hopefully balance the robot eventually. It uses a complementary filter, which is a filter in order to find the angle of the robot using the IMU chip, and then it takes that angle and puts it through a PID loop in order to find the correct torque or power to give the motors at any given point. Plug in the battery, and the robot calibrates the IMU chip, and then after the second blink of the LED, then it starts driving. And right now, this is the best the code can do to balance the robot. This is the leash that I use to let it balance without falling over. This is the best the code does right now, but obviously after tuning it will do better. So, there. The biggest problems that I've faced so far have been actually my nuts and bolts have not been staying together because of the jostling that the robot does while it's trying to balance. They haven't stayed together, so I've had to Loctite everything. Another problem that I've had is my code has not been able to upload very easily, and I've had a lot of wiring problems because I did some really small wiring that is difficult to trace. Something I've learned a lot about PID. I didn't know anything about like what a derivative term is, what an integral term is, and I learned all that through the process of writing my code. I learned how most correctly I can let it balance itself without interfering too much with the code. And then my next goal is obviously to get the robot to successfully balance without help from me on the string.